So, who is Heimir Hallgri msson? He's the new head coach of the Reggae Boyz. The 55-year-old will take on the Reggae Boyz on a 4-year deal, which will tie him to the Reggae Boyz until after the 2026 FIFA World Cup in USA, Canada, and Mexico. In terms of the intangibles, he's an individual that is demanding, wants a good work rate, and in addition to those qualities, he demands every inch of energy from his players. He wants the absolute best. So for Heimir Hallgri msson to come into the fold, this is an individual where all players will need to be on the same wavelength. This is a man that guided Iceland, his country of birth, to their first ever European Championship in 2016, which was hosted in France. They got to the quarterfinals on debut. Yeah, that's right. They drew with the likes of Portugal, Hungary before defeating Austria and shocking England in the round of 16. They also booked their ticket to the 2018 FIFA World Cup, which was hosted in Russia. By doing so, Iceland became the smallest country in terms of population to qualify for a FIFA World Cup. Just to put that into perspective, the population of Iceland is just over 300,000 people, is like the population of the parish of Clarendon. And remember, Iceland is a place that doesn't have a lot of sunshine, so they have to use artificial surfaces as their grass pitches, and 8 were developed during his tenure as head coach of the Iceland national team. And during that period of time, there was significant growth within the country. Despite losses to Nigeria and Croatia to end their campaign, there was still a lot of positives to take from the tournament, especially how the team played and how organized they were. So, one way that the Icelandic team got the better of England at Euro 2016 was by the way that they were able to frustrate England in terms of the formation. One of Heimir Hallgri msson's favorite formations is what some people might say is primitive, but what I like to say is innovative. 4-4-2. But his 4-4-2 is not no ordinary 4-4-2. It's not necessarily a 4-4-2 with flying wide men whipping in crosses into the box. Although there might be the odd occasion where that happens, think of the 4 in the middle like this. Think of them, in a sense, like 4 central midfielders. And yes, you can argue that that's going to give space to the opposition on the wider areas, but centrally, it's much harder to penetrate a Heimir Hallgri msson team. So you can expect that the Jamaican team centrally will be a team that will be difficult to break down. Now, what do they do against Argentina? Well, against the Argentine team, this is exactly what they did at the World Cup in Russia. 4-5-1. Yet again, a solid midfield. On this occasion in the 4-5-1, there was a bit of freedom for the wide players to progress further up, but still, even when they pressed up, there was still that arc created with the 5 just behind the centre forward. And still, the Argentines found it difficult in terms of pressing. They had a few moments. They made one good use of it through Sergio Aguero. They had a penalty, but Lionel Messi did not convert. So once again, the 4-5-1, the 4-4-2, and in some aspect, you could say a 4-5-1 is also a 4-2-3-1. And this is something you can expect, especially when a Heimir Hallgri msson team is defending. So this is something that you can look forward to while the Jamaicans are on the field of play. It might not be the most eye-catching, but it is effective. So, what are your thoughts? Are you looking forward to see Heimir Hallgri msson? Well, let us know and tell us exactly how you feel about this situation.